Find out in my latest book, Modus Vivendi, Your Life, Your Way. Modus Vivendi, Your Life, Your Way by Diana Dentinger. Read to you by me, Diana Dentinger. Introduction. What you want to know about my research. When I started throwing around the idea of writing a book about 7 years ago, I didn't want to write just any self-help book with the generic 3 to 10 steps for happiness or success. One after another, my clients were having life-changing experiences in their personalized coaching programs. These were specifically tailor-made to who they are. How could I tailor-make enough a guidebook so each and every reader, people that I may never meet, could get fantastic results too? That was what I asked myself. I researched what people all over the world are really looking for in their life and what angle to take on it. But I couldn't narrow the book down to just one of those topics like happiness, health, wealth, success, or improved relationships. But I did narrow it down to one thing. What most people want is contained in one word, and that is more. Most people want more of something they don't have or only have in part or used to have and enjoyed. For example, you might want more pleasure in your personal life if you feel like you don't have any free time. Or you might want more productivity in your professional life if your to-do list is always growing. One thing is for sure, when you get more in one area of your life, it creates a process for getting more in every area. It works like a ripple effect. Wanting more drives you to find out how to get it. This more can even be its exact opposite, less. It just depends on how you word it. You might want more money to come in or less money to go out. You might want more time for intimacy with your companion or less time just listening to them snore. To get more of what you want starts with you being more of who you are. There's no disputing this claim. Be more of yourself. Be more of your best self. Many of my clients say they want more quality time with family, but they're not able to nag less in the time they're together. Others say they want more personal realization living their purpose, but they continue to get wrapped up in less priority tasks. The nagging and the getting wrapped up is because they lack the clarity of what they really want. These behaviors mirror their dissatisfaction, but they don't know how to go deeper. Many of them tried time management classes and interpersonal communication courses, but these techniques kept them on the surface of their issues. Underneath, they want to be themselves. And first, they need to find themselves. Being who you are is a whole different thing than just creating a bucket list of things you want to do, or having a plan to lose weight, or schedule date nights with time with your spouse. In reading this book, you take a journey that is deeper than just wanting. It's a journey to come home to yourself. I have a few warnings for you about this book. This is not a manual about superficial techniques. It's a book you'll wish you would have been given at birth so you could have avoided having all the trial and error experiences that left you feeling disappointed, frustrated, confused, and empty. My clients say that if they would have known before what they know now about themselves, life would have been so much easier. Often they were not in disastrous situations. They were more or less happy people living a life with a companion, having a good lifestyle, satisfying job, but they all still felt like something was missing. They all say that the Modus Vivendi process catalyzed a new change in them. They say they probably would have made the same choices, such as to marry the same person, have a family, etc., but that the big difference would have been in them feeling so much more confident. They feel like they could have lived so much more energy and joy and lightness. So here you are today. You are who you are, what you are, and where you are, thanks to all the great and less great things that happened to you and that you created in your life. One thing is for sure, you decided you want more now. And you want to live your life your way, the way that fits who you are, the way that feels good. And you want to be supported by those around you, so it's easier to fulfill your every dream and desire. You are unique, a one-of-a-kind person. There's only one of you. Your journey starts where you are now, in any situation of happiness or despair, health or disease, fantasticness or frustration. Before you act to change these situations, know who you are. The journey requires that you discover who you are and take action. What you do impacts your relationships, performance, and success. How much you know who you are influences how you act. Know thyself is a phrase from Greek philosophy. Like, how could we have forgotten to remember that? Modus Vivendi is a book about finding who you are on the inside, what makes you feel alive, and what brings meaning to your life. It's about sharpening your senses and fine-tuning your energy. By reading this guidebook from cover to cover, you'll move forward in your life, start being the you that you love, and design a lifestyle that makes living so easy. When you show up every day with greater self-confidence, energy, and momentum, you open to opportunities that you get more of what you really want. And that more is being more of who you are. Know who you are and you have instant, unwavering self-confidence. Fulfill your needs and you get unlimited energy supply. Design your life your way and you have unstoppable momentum. How's that for self-transformation? Another warning, do not use this book to change other people. You can share this book with them or have them get their own copy. Let them take the journey for themselves when they're ready. In your relationship with them, if you feel there's a lack, problem, issue, or desire, then assume the responsibility for wanting something that satisfies one of your needs. They won't understand what that really means unless they read this book. So don't try to coach others through the process unless you are a trained professional. In your day-to-day life, you can identify your dissatisfactions and ask those around you if they want the same things, such as more peace at home, less time in the office, more play, less work, more order, less mess, etc. You can share with them that you're reading the Modus Vivendi book and finding the process interesting. Do not change them. Rather, first ask yourself these questions. Are you being more of the better side of you or the worse side? Are you being more demanding or more harmonious? Are you being more submissive or more confident? Make sure you're showing up better or they'll blow off any suggestion you have to take part in any process you're doing. Walk your talk, baby. Show them the process works in your life, be new and improved, and be happy. I hesitated to finish and publish this book until recently. After a terrible divorce, I wasn't sure I was walking my talk. How could I come out as a leader for others if my life was falling apart? Then something radically changed. I started to notice all the compliments I was getting from family, friends, and acquaintances. They all commented about the same three things. They said things like, Diana, how is it that you're always able to find solutions to difficult problems? Or, Diana, how do you stay so positive and energetic while managing all your stress? Maybe in another book I'll share some of the nitty-gritty details. And even others would ask, Diana, how is it that you want something and manifest it so fast? The things they said that touched me the most were about how well I was raising my 4 kids and what great people they are, most of the time doing it alone as a single mom. That meant so much to me. As a professional coach, I could not have come out in a bigger way until I was sure that I was being living proof of my teachings. I'm so happy to share this book with you now. Knowing who you are collaborates with your biology. Let's say it reconnects your neurons so you remember who you are. The Modus Vivendi process is based on my studies as a neurobiology therapist and the root causes of psychosomatic illnesses. It shows you how your DNA is programmed, how you interpret life in your own unique way, and how certain words reactivate your energy. Modus Vivendi is a biological process. Biological means that it's logical to your life. It's a lifesaver to create your life your way. You get lasting, sustainable self-transformation. I know you're anxious to start. It's exciting, and I'm excited for you. I know, too, that this book will fuel more of what it's like to be you on the inside. Read through each of the days and do the exercises. The book contains both philosophy of life and scientific research from my over 20 years of studying neuroscience, psychosomatic illnesses, physiology, quantum physics, etymology, symbology, and human potential. Every word that is written and each part of the journey is there on purpose. The book is layered. Every time you read it, you will understand something even deeper. What I desire for you the most is that this book nourishes your connection to your emotions and your soul. At the end of this book, I want you to be able to feel your way through life. When something feels good, you do it. When it doesn't, go back and ask yourself about your needs. You're here for a reason, and I don't mean just here reading this book. You're here on Earth at a very particular time in which Mother Earth needs more tender, loving care. In our wanting more, we have depleted and disrespected her resources. Could it be that what we really wanted all along was to be more of ourselves? Yes, and I say this because I've worked with clients from every economic category. The social workers I help pro bono who don't make ends meet say they just want more money. Then they go through the process, really know who they are, why they're here. In a few months, their whole life changes. They feel fulfilled. The same goes for the millionaire clients who apparently have everything. They say they want more work-life balance. During the process, they get in touch with something that they thought was only a dream inside of them. It becomes so real they can taste it. That is the more they were meant to be and do. The yachts don't give them the same fulfillment as being in touch with themselves. As funny as it seems, my clients say I know them better than they know themselves. I take this as a wonderful compliment. They say that no personal growth process, no making lots of money, no fantastic business acquisitions, or even their most fabulous relationship has allowed them to feel so great about themselves, like the Modus Vivendi process. You know, there's so many people on the outside, they look like they have their act together, but often in confidential coaching, they reveal how lost they feel. It's because they ran after the result without building the foundation of who they are. Modus Vivendi is a totally new approach to you finding and transforming yourself. As mentioned in the Read This First section, you can download the blueprint called How to Live Your Life Your Way that lists the steps of the Modus Vivendi process. To access the free download, sign up here on this webpage, www.modusvivendiyourlifeyourway.com/blueprint. So it's the title of the book.com/blueprint. I love teaching and storytelling, so the chapters are longer than I planned. Reading the whole book word by word takes you on a journey. You live more adventure and more emotions, so I prefer you do that accompanied by the blueprint. If you're a writer-downer kind of person like me, you may want to get a notebook or pad of paper and take some notes throughout the process too. You get the self-transformation in 7 days by allowing yourself to have 3 half-hour time slots just for yourself every day for 7 days. That's about the time it usually takes to read the day chapter and do the exercises. What can you expect? First, expect to expand your self-awareness. This leads you to evolve your self-image into the real you. Then with more clarity, you transform yourself to live your life your way. This allows you to communicate your new-founded self to your loved ones, so there's more unity and less arguing. At work, so there's more productivity and less stress. In social settings, so there's more desire to be together and less time with just faces in phones. When you find meaning, you find yourself. Diana Dentinger. And now, on to day 1.